What do you say? What do you say? Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Okay, let me tell you all something. It is Sunday. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we should all rejoice and be glad in it. I will repeat it again. I will repeat it again because somebody listening needs to hear it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We should rejoice and be glad in it. Are you glad in it today, people? What are you glad about today? What are you showing up and showing out for today? I tell you what, I've got a set of people, a set of organizations, a class that showed up and showed out. I'm not gonna even shout them out right now because guess what? I'm so excited. I'm do like you do, when you have like a big meal and it's so good and delicious and you just want to save the dessert to last. Well, let me tell you something. I'm letting you all know that this is the dessert that I'm saving for not to last, but for just a minute, because this group of people are nothing but the bomb.com. Do you have some people in your life who are nothing but the bomb.com? Well, yeah. You should. And if you don't have people in your life who are like the bomb.com, that's because you ain't in nobody's life like you are like they the bomb.com. I mean, you ain't doing enough. My grandmother used to say to me all the time, they say, Granny, but I did this, I did that, I did this, and I did that. And she said, what else you do? I said, I did this and I did that. And she said, what else did you do? I said, and that and that. She said, and guess what? You have not done enough. She said, if you can count everything that you've done, that means you have not done enough. So now when it's life is dealt with you called life, this thing called life. You say, Mr. Gary, what have you done today? I've done this, and I've done so much I can't even count it because I know I still got more to do. Well, guess what? I'm counting on you all to tune in on Sundays from 3 to 5. From Streets 105.1, this station up in here. And because I count on you all to do it, you show up just like this. You show up for the good news, I got some good news today. I'm here for you, and I'm going to take you on a musical journey. I got DJ Flight right here on the 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6. I don't know what all else he's on, but dang on it. He's here. Flight, what is up?
What's going on, Mr. G?
Man, it's Friday. Well, Saturday, Sunday. It's the weekend. It's one of them days. And guess what? It's getting hot in here. Hot in here, man. It's Sunday. This is the day, man. Yeah. I want you to finish it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We rejoice and be glad in it. What are you glad about today, man?
Man, I'm glad that I can just wake up and actually just enjoy the day.
Yeah, just enjoy the day.
I'm glad God gave me another breath.
Another breath, another opportunity. Guess what? This is our opportunity to get it right. When you woke up this morning, maybe something's not right in your life. Maybe something's not right with your people. But guess what? This is the day that God gave you for you to get it right. Shaquille O'Neal's mom, sending a shout out to her this afternoon. She said a quote that Amari Ballard from Universoul Circus, one of my dear friends, she turned me on to her. And she said, I want you to listen to this voicemail that Shaquille's mom left, because with the Universoul Circus, she was in Atlanta, one of our guest ringmasters, and she said, listen to it. And she said, this is the day that the Lord has made. Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. Sometimes we get so full of ourselves, we just get in there and think we can work it out and do all this. But if you heard when the song first came on today by the Cosmopolitan Choir, it said Jesus can work it out if you let him. Why are you trying to figure it out? He already worked it out. I tell you, somebody who knows that Jesus can work it out, who's been there and done that flight, guess what? He's sitting in today with us, right? He's doing like double duty with us today. What's up? What's up? I would say start. But I don't know, because like the people don't really know you by start. They know you by agent. Now, yeah, I'm talking about the listeners here.
The listeners, man. The listeners, man. It's your boy Star, Agent Andrew, man. I'm the 1s and 2s right here in the mix. Streets 5.1.
Oh my God, you all listen. We're so turned up today. It's all about celebration. We are celebrating you and all your good stuff. Hey, listen, we did a celebration of life. We started off there. We started off with this battle. It's not yours, it's the Lord. How many of you all believe that? How many of y'all believe that you could be going through some stuff? And the big saying is, you see my glory, but guess what? You do not know my story. You don't know what I'm going through. Guess what? I don't know what you're going through. But guess what? I know, like Madonna said, music makes the people come together. And today, you came together for some music. And I'm going to give it to you because it's about the celebration and the turn up. The turn up is so real. Hey, listen, our boy Marvin Sapp said, after you've done all you can, just stand. Just stand. After you've done all you can, just stand. Have you done enough, people? Do you feel like you're tired of dealing with that situation? Do you feel like you got to go through some more stuff? Well, guess what you do? And if you awaken this morning, then guess what you do? Know that you got another chance to get it right. You can't get it right being in the bed, sleep, being in the bed, not doing nothing. Some of y'all think y'all can just lay in the bed all day, every day. Well, it depends on what you're doing when you're laying there in the bed. If someone's laying next to you or not. Get out your mind out the gutter. I'm not talking about doing that. Well, I guess I could be. But you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing right now. And you are tuned in to Streets 105.1. It's the Mr. Gary Show on the radio with the mix. Baby, I got the people. I'm sending a shout out right after we finish with our second set of celebration songs, because we're going right into the graduation. Put some of that graduation music on in the background for me. I want to hear some of that graduation music. Did you all hear how that was? It's pomp and circumstance. I gotta send a shout out to everybody who is graduating this year. Have you graduated already? Hey, guess what? 2 years ago, 3 years ago, there was a thing called COVID. And you could not march, you couldn't gather, and you missed out on your graduation, right? Hopefully your heathen cousins and your heathen auntie and your uncle and your friends, they sent you a graduation gift or a card anyway. Some of them said, you know what, I knew you graduated, but I just didn't sit there because of COVID. COVID did not stop you from taking care of them babies and saying congratulations. So I want you all just to take time right now and remember this moment in your life. I'm shouting out right now the University City School District. I'm shouting out the Normandy School District. All of the school districts in St. Louis, north, south, east, and west. You made it. You made it. It's your graduation day. Turn up, turn up. Are you celebrating someone graduating who's graduated this year? Maybe they're graduating in summer school. Right now, I want you to know, maybe you didn't have all your credits to graduate, and you just got to go to summer school and get them. It's worth it. It's worth it. Get over yourself. Do not be embarrassed. Do not be ashamed that you was trifling and you didn't go to school because you was too busy trying to get your hair did. You was over there trying to get you some new hair over at the Empire, girl. And as it turned out, you didn't need your hair after all, no way, because you weren't graduating, but that's okay. Get a wig. Put a wig on and go to summer school proudly. Step inside summer school with your wig on and say, I'm here, and I'm going to graduate. This pomp and circumstances is graduated to, presented, and it is dedicated to everyone who's graduating, all the families, all the waits on the bus stops, all of the lunch money, all of the teachers, all of the graduates who stuck in there, who made it happen. This graduation pomp and circumstance is for you. And this entire show is dedicated to the University City class of 1982. My people, showing up and showing out. We graduated, y'all. Y'all do the math. Y'all know when it was for all y'all trying to be nosy saying, when did Mr. Gary graduated? I graduated from U City class of 1982. University City, let me tell you, we got a class that will do what needs to be done. We got a reunion committee, you all. And on this reunion committee, these are the people who are doing it, the people that do it all the time. See, some of y'all just graduate and say, you guess what, I graduated, I'm going on, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Well, guess what? It is not about what you're going on and what you're doing for yourself. It's about what you're doing for others. Only what you do for Christ will last. So yesterday, in the celebration of life, one of our class members, one of our reunion class members, along with her brother, Gretchen, I don't know, should I say Gretchen's name on the radio? I didn't clear that, y'all. So, you know what? Gretchen knows who she is, and everybody in the class knows who she is. And she's got a brother named Harold. And I don't know if I should say his name either because we haven't cleared it, right? But just know that their mom has went on into heaven. And so yesterday they had a beautiful celebration for her, a memorial service, and my class. Oh my God, my class stepped up and helped with the repast, helped the family do what they needed to do. And Gretchen is saying thank you. But guess what? We've all been in that situation as class members where we have jumped in and where we did what we needed to do. And so for everybody who's ever jumped in to do what you needed to do, for everybody who understands what this thing about life, the celebration of life is all about, This is for you. So to all the reunion committees, to all the family reunions committees, to everybody who stepped up, showed and showed out on behalf of the University City class of 19, 19, 19, 19, you do the rest, right? Proudly, I'm gonna say the class of 82. This is what we do, this is what we did. We were there for her, and we're there for all of everyone. We take this thing called U-City so true. I was over at the racetrack for NASCAR. I saw Nelly. Nelly's like, what's up, Mr. Gary? U-City for life. I say, that's right, that's right. So I don't know about the rest of y'all schools. I don't know about the rest of y'all classes. I'm sending love for graduation. Shout out, what's up? Q just made it in. I guess he just came in from graduation, y'all.
Hey,
Q, what's up, baby? What's up?
What's up, Mr. G? What's going on?
Send a shout out to your school. Who's your school?
Man, shout out Hazelwood Central. Shout out Zoom Walk North and all the Zoom Walk districts out there.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to go to both sides. I grew up on, the county side and everything like that, Hazelwood district. And then, just moving out towards St. Charles and everything.
Yeah, with the white people. With the clear people. I said it!
We got our audience out there too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so don't nobody call up here and tell me, Mr. Gary, how dare you say the white people? Well, guess what? Back then, he was on the other bus, right? He was on that D-Seg, but well, now they moved out. Y'all moved out there though, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we moved out there. I was playing ball out there.
Oh, wow, big baller shot caller.
Yeah. I had offers too, man.
You had offers too? You ain't play offers. Here you people. See, I had offers too. I had the offers. Well, let me tell you something. We extended the offer to you all today to show up and show out, and that's what we're end up doing. We got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about with the Universoul Circus as they are in Baltimore, Maryland. I just got back. Yesterday I tried to fly back to be with my classmates, with Gretchen and Harold, with their families, but guess what? I got to the airport at 5:30. It was a lot of bad weather. I didn't get home until 2:30 this morning, but guess what? That's how you got to prepare, baby. You got to have your troops in place, and they got to be ready to operate, and our troops are operating. Are your troops in place? Flight, are your troops in place?
Yes, sir.
Why you know it's your troop?
My troops are y'all.
Wow.
Y'all always on point and in place.
That's right. That's what it is, y'all. Hey, listen. That's what it was today. You all see how Agent Andrew just stepped in. He was ready, baby. Q came in ready. Flight ready. And guess what? I want y'all to be ready. I want y'all to be ready right now as we are celebrating the graduation. So y'all know the turn up is real. So what do we got to do? We got to play some real music for you. We want to let you know that when that day comes, when you've done all your homework, when you've did everything you need to do, you saying thank you to the teachers, to the administrators, you got to make it a what? Somebody help me out. A night to remember. Shout out to everybody making it a night to remember. Graduations to remember. What do you say? What do you say? It's the Mr. Gary Show in the mix on Street 105.1. Okay? Okay. Push the button. See? Push the button.
Just, you gotta push.
Did you push the button yet?
No.
Yeah,
Can't
push the button. Anybody who's going through something, you didn't have to share that one thing with that one girl you was talking about that you saw that she was down there twerking. I ain't talking about that.
Okay, all right.
But what you going through? Tell. See, sometimes what you gotta do.
See, sometimes I know I can be like,
because you know what? Sometimes you just gotta ask your people, are you cool? I'm doing a friendship check today. Is our friendship cool? Are we all right? Am I not in the zone enough today? Am I doing something that you don't like? You don't like when I call you by your nickname? What is it? It's a friendship check. But people are going through stuff. Check on your people. So I'm checking on my people today. Y'all good? What you going through? What you going through right now?
Just trying to get more income, you know what I'm saying?
More income.
You know what I'm saying? I got good income.
But you need more.
Trying to stack it up.
And let me tell you something, because I'm your people for real. I remember when we first started the show, and you had your chains on, right? Today you don't have your chains on, so evidently you're trying to get more income over.
I just worked out.
At the pawn shop. Well, that's your story. You tell her how you want to tell it. But I know all the time you got your chains on. Today you ain't got no chains. And so guess what? You say you going through some more income. Shout out, which pawn shop we shouting out today?
I still got my chains.
What pawn shop are we shouting out today?
No pawn shop.
That's no pawn shop. Oh, wait a minute. There's that thing.
I still
got
it.
that thing. But see what I'm saying? He still got it, baby.
Jesus, peace.
Hey, listen, you are. Make sure that you let everybody know. When you show up, we smiling. It's all about love. When we come on the radio, to play. And if we can just make one person's day happy, and we can just make one person smile, guess what? We happy. We happy because we know you're going to make somebody smile and be happy. Gotta send a shout out right now to everybody in Indianapolis, Indiana, my people, Lorraine, Miss Tonay, also my family in Chicago, right? Mary Ellen, everybody, better not nobody say nothing about Garrett's Popcorn to me. A shout out to Miss Deborah Dangerfield, my trusted true blue, my administrator. She's riding with Anna, her husband. They came in for a big AKA event, and they just came in again. They got in the car this morning at 4 o'clock. Came because the AKAs have a new sisterhood line and crossed over that's coming into their fold, and guess what? They ate and they got right back in the car and driving right back to Chicago. See, that's love. That's what makes a person smile. And we just said you look so much better when you smile. Flight, what you going through, baby? Tell us about it.
Man, you know what, man? I just...
Push the button. Push the button on yourself. Now stop it.
You
ain't got to think, well, you know what, man, I don't know. Now stop it. Now what are you going through?
I'm actually a little sad, actually.
Okay, all right, come on. Tell about me about it.
You know why I'm sad, Q?
What you saying?
Because last week, man, I looked on Facebook, and we was at work. I was at work. I looked on Facebook. I saw my dog, Mr. Gary, at the Nascar, turning them folks.
You know, maybe.
I was so sad because I'm like, you know what?
You know, man,
Mr. Gary,
but
he left us, man.
He left us.
Yeah.
He left us. He left the mix, y'all. You know what? Y'all call.
We were supposed to be there.
Yeah.
669-1390. We gonna flip the script over again.
That's right. That's right. I want y'all to flip it.
It's all love. It's all love.
It's all love. It's all love. And thank you all for flipping the script, because what I love about it is called a mirror. It's called a mirror. Don't flip it on me. Flip it on yourself. Because I guarantee you, I told you clowns. I asked y'all, did y'all want to come? I asked you, did you want to be on the stage with Mr. Gary? Guess what? Everybody say they ready, but they not ready to be on the stage with 80,000 people. With Mr. Gary holding it down. Hold up. I said, let me know, y'all, what y'all gonna do. Ryan, Lil Ryan, he come texting me that morning. Tell me, Mr. Gary, what's up? You got me? Guess what? No, I ain't got you because you ain't got yourself. First of all, NASCAR got all kind of security around it, right? If you remember the week before, y'all said, well, we want to go. Guess what? Y'all the same ones who want to go to the carnival. You don't show up. Come on. Now you want roll call? I'm doing this on behalf of the class of 1982 in U City. We had a thing in U City that Nelly knows all about called the Senior Hall. And if you walk past the Senior Hall, you gonna get clowned. So you thought that you would come up on this show today talking about you a little upset. Be upset with yourself, and you better check yourself before you wreck yourself the next time. Now I'm letting you know now that the Bomberito Indianapolis 500, the IndyCar Series, will be here in August. Now, if you want to go be on the stage, if you want to be on the stage of life, you got to be ready. You can't get ready. Now, what do you say? What do you say? Y'all are mad. Yeah, call in to the station right now. And anybody who want to call in to defend these two here, Heckle and Jekyll, Frick and Frack, whatever the number is, whatever that number was and that number, guess what? UCD for life, y'all got me. Universoul Circus, Universoul Circus. Do y'all got me? Baltimore, y'all got, who got me? What do you say? What do you say? Y'all, we turned up today, and guess what? I did bring y'all back a picture of me on the stage. And if you don't think I'm lying, do like everybody else, baby. Google me. Google NASCAR. Google me with Richie Perry.
I was all over social media, sharing it, you know what I'm saying, supporting.
Right, but guess what?
It's all love to it.
Listen,
we got back to you late on that, because we had
right, but why you let your boy say something you ain't clear? No, that's what it is. You know why? You know why? Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, I'm talking to you. Because this is how they clown me all the time. They're always trying to do the record. It takes two to make a thing go right. Well, guess what, baby? I'm by myself. I'm Mr. Gary, the king of hospitality, heavy on the mister, and I can make it out of sight. What do you say? What do you say? We're rolling on with our show, and we are celebrating. Somebody's getting married for the month of June. Somebody's getting married. The celebration continues. We're celebrating all the June brides, all the summer brides. And we want to let you know, you need to know when it's time to celebrate love, life, wedding. Guess what? For all of you busters who are trying to make a move on these young ladies, these hoochie coochies, trying to make a move on these guys, all you gotta do is look them in the eye. Look them in the eye, and I want to let you know that Evelyn Champagne King, she said this: kisses don't lie. Celebrating weddings, kisses don't lie. Okay? Okay. Hey, what do you say? What do you say? It's Mr. King, the king of hospitality. When I show up, I show out just like Anna and her people from Chicago with Deborah Dangerfield. They in the car riding, baby. Just like my friend Amari with Universoul Circus, Washington, D.C. Guess what, Atlanta, right now? I hope you all enjoyed the show. We'll be back. But Baltimore, Universoul Circus opened up Wednesday, Thursday in Baltimore, sold out. And guess what? They'll be there all next week. The acts are just phenomenal. The opening, they do a whole big dedication to Juneteenth. Next week is Juneteenth celebration. Next week, and another big announcement coming. But guess what? One thing that really showed me the love. I was at Universoul Circus the other night, and all of a sudden these sections was cheering and screaming, Mr. Gary, Mr. Gary. And they said, one thing that got my attention in the midst of it all, guess what? St. Louis in the house, St. Louis in the house. I looked, and the lady sent the little babies over. They said, we are from St. Louis. We listened to the show, Streets 105. We came here tonight to see you, Mr. Gary. I say, what? What? So let me tell y'all something. You all never know who's following you, who's watching you, what you are going to end up doing. But the Universoul Circus wants you to know, they want you to come out, enjoy the show, Baltimore, Maryland, and then next week, they go over to the National Harbor. The National Harbor, we've been celebrating hospitality throughout the cities that we're in. We're going to be in National Harbor for like a month and a half. So if you're in the Washington, D.C. area, Virginia, all of just come on over. We're going to be there. We got bands coming. We got everything that you may need, just like Nascar did last week, y'all. They had everything that you needed. 80,000 people. The event sold out. But here was the big takeaway. Guess how many incidents they had over there? It's zero. Zero. Not one incident. It shows it can be done, but it shows it's just the people who want to do it. I'll say it again. It can be done, but who wants to do it? Right? Come over here. They want you to have a good time, but they got them people for you. Get down wrong with us, baby. They got the people for you, and when we got ready to leave, I think like within 2 hours, everything was clean. I said, what is going over here? And everything was all right. NASCAR, I got to send a big shout out. First of all, you never forget who brings you to the party. It all started with this man named John Bomarito when I went over to IndyCar. John Bomarito took me in. He opened the door for me to be there. But I tell you what, always some of us sit in a position where we can help people and sometimes they don't. So I got to send a shout out to John Biskey. John Biskey, the PR director over at the Worldwide Technology Center. From day one, he's been a fan, he's been a supporter. I'm a supporter of theirs. He gives us tickets to give away. Shout out to all of our people who want tickets to go over and play with us. And so that led to the David Letterman interview. And everybody's seen it, saw it all over the world, right? We did a big post where we thank all of the media from all over the world, but that's how it ends up going. You got to remember who brings you to the party. Who brought you to the party, man? This thing that you're doing with entertainment, Q, tell us, who is that person? Who you paying homage to as we celebrate graduation?
Man, it's a good amount of people, you know what I'm saying? As far as I can, briefly go down the list, but shout out to all of the mentors, instructors who I've learned from as far as music. Being introduced into radio, I would say, shout out Miss Blue. Shout out Nelly first off, man. I know the whole situation with Battle Riot and them closing the school down. I just want to thank bro for really creating that school, because that's where my entertainment, I would say, profession kind of started or it grew from. I was always, of course, rapping, doing shows, performing. But when I got to the school, I earned my degree in recording engineering. Shout out to Miss Blue. She was actually the person who connected me with the first radio station that I worked at.
Wait a minute, Blue?
Miss
B-L-U-E.
B-L-U-E.
As in U City.
Oh, yeah.
See, let me tell y'all something.
Dang, okay.
Y'all better put some respect on U City's name, baby. Blue, that's our girl. Her sister's Mickey.
Yep,
You understand?
yep, that's Miss
Blue
Blue.
is U City, right?
Oh.
Tried and true, so blue. This what I'm talking about. U City.
yeah.
U City, stand up.
Yeah,
Salute.
shout out Miss Blue, man. She connected me with a person who worked there. I got in,
Yeah.
took my application, and it went like that. And that's how me and Tab
All
actually
right.
linked up, because Tab
See
was
there?
So, in honor of that, man, for real, shout out DJ Tab, because he's the one who I actually been learning from
That's what's
the
up.
most in radio.
That's what's up. That's
and
what's
just
up.
being exposed to different things
That's
and taking
it.
and running with it. So.
That's it, y'all. Listen, the celebration is real. When we come on these airwaves on Sundays from 3 to 5, it don't make a difference if you are in Indianapolis, Indiana, if you are in Washington, D.C., if you're in Chicago, St. Louis, Illinois. We got you. We are all about the celebration. They say, well, Miss Gary, we need to know about the Bang Bang Shoot 'em Up. We need to know what's going on. Well, guess what? Bang Bang Shoot Yourself Up. Because this is not that show. We're not celebrating that. We're celebrating all good stuff. And guess what? That's what I do on Them Your People, the only reality show starring you and your people. So many people love the movement as we're in our 9th year, because you know what? We keep it right. We keep it all about celebrating the good things. You know, the bad people, the bad things get told so much and blown out. We take the time out to celebrate you all. So right now, I want you all to tap in. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, because we're playing all this good music. The haters gonna hate. But if you go to our Facebook Live, if you go to our YouTube Live, guess what? You can stay on and watch it, and you can see my jackets, because I got a new jacket. I got a new jacket. Y'all like this jacket? I hope y'all like the jacket. Guess why? Because this is my jacket that I wore over in Nascar. Y'all, this is my Nascar jacket. That's right, I had this one on last week, and I just wanted to celebrate it with it again this week, right? Just to do like Michael Jackson say, do you remember the time? Hey, listen, you all, there's a lot of graduation stuff going on. Check, we celebrating. A lot of weddings in June. Check, we celebrated. Guess what? But guess what? What about for those of y'all who are just finally going to do what you're supposed to do and go on vacation? Go on vacation. Remember, vacation means to vacate. Vacate, V-A-C-A-T-E. Vacate what you have always done. Is it getting up, going to work every day? Vacate it. Is it seeing to it that you tired of these little bad kids that you made? Vacate them. Is it you getting away from all the stress? Vacate it. When you go on vacation, it doesn't mean to take your days off and just stay. I'm just going to stay at home and I'm going to clean up. I'm just going to go. Stop it. Stop it. Go make a new memory. And your memory can be, I just got a lot of new rest. Get in the car. You may ride for an hour. You may end up in Columbia, Missouri. If you're in Columbia, Missouri, M-U-I-Z-Z-O-U, go by the university and take some pictures. Go up there to Tony's Pizza, right? Go over there and get some good food at Tony's, right? Make a new memory. But you might go down to the Boot Hill. You might go down and see Miss Sherry down in the Boot Hill, down with all the people that stir Cape Girardeau, Old Town Cape. You might go to get the rolls thrown up to at Lambert's. I don't know. You might just ride on down to Memphis. Go someplace near. If you can't go far right now, make sure you got some money, because you're going to have to fill up that gas tank. Woo! Randy Knapp from News Channel 5 put a post out today. He said back in 1982 when he graduated, gas was $1.22. $1.22. So respectfully, I say to everybody that's celebrating reunions, class reunions, your 40th, this is a big one for you all. Hey, listen, it's not about who you want to see. It's about who wants to see you. See, a lot of times we don't realize that somebody in high school, we had an effect on them. Maybe because you was just so pretty. Maybe you're so big now, you don't want nobody to see you. I don't know. But whatever it is, they still want to see you. Because guess what? See people's heart. See what's in their heart. It may be just a memory. It may be that somebody lost their mom, their dad, their family member, somebody we went to school with. But guess what? When they see you, it's just for you to say, girl, I didn't get a chance to make it to the funeral. Funerals weren't happening. Or guess what? You just might want to celebrate life that we still here and we made it. So I'm encouraging everyone to go to your class reunions. Go to your class reunions. Register. For all my family and friends from U City, if you all talking and saying, yeah, we got to go, we get our money in, guess what you do? Got to go get your money in, right? On the 15th is when the deadline for the registration was, right? And if you did not register on time, do not call me, don't look for me talking about, you know, it went up $50. Yeah, it went up $50, fool, because we told you way back in May what you needed to do. Do not understand don't have the understanding that the people are not preparing for you. A lot of work goes into reunions. And guess what? You need the money. And you don't need to be showing up at the door talking about y'all got my name on the list. Nah, fool, we ain't got your name on the list. It's on the list, but it ain't the list you was thinking about. Buster the list. Hey, you all about the fun, all about the celebration. What do you say, Streets 105.1? And we want you to know as we're celebrating vacation, we want you to do what Janet Jackson said. We want you to pack your bags, we want you to get your good clothes, and we want you to do this. Let me tell y'all what's up. We get around. Tammy Holland knows all about it. We know what it's like when we got to do this because we do this for real. When you're seeing Tammy, she's waving. She's saying, hey, what's going on? Shout out to all of the media who covered and make it go on strong, you all. But I take time when we say your people on the radio. That's why now we shout you all out. We shout you all out because we appreciate y'all. And you know, sometimes people just want to do like Beyonce, say my name, well, say your name. But sometimes make sure we know how to pronounce your name. Shout out to everybody right now whose name is Shaquan and Daywan and all the rest of them, okay? Hey, listen, we are doing it like we said we would when you showed up. Hey, listen, Andrew, tell me, man, you got to give them the shout out on if they get around and they make sure they going on vacation, what they need to do, man.
Of course you need some insurance, man.
Well, tell them. Well, of course, tell them.
Of course you need some.
I ain't gonna clown me like, of course you know what I'm gonna say. Well, say it. You're on the mic. Say it.
Come on now, Farmers Insurance, baby. You already know what it is, man. 314-327-6377. Whenever you're traveling out there, man, on the road, on the highways and byways, make sure you get your insurance. Make sure you stay upright. 314-327-6377. Auto, home, commercial, motor homes. I know you're out there with your RVs and your toys, man. You got your ATVs out there and 4x4. Make sure you get that insured too. Ride dirty out there on the back roads either, man. I got you, man. Farmers Insurance. 314-327-6377.
And make sure you have insurance for your home. You're going on vacation. You want to make sure everything is in place, but in case something happens like a tornado, like a windstorm, this weather's crazy, or something like Pookie. Pookie might have just was looking for you to leave, and he ain't seen the car in a couple of days, so he know what's up. He calling Ray Ray, okay? And that's why you need to make sure you call Agent Andrew. Hey, you all, it is nothing but a celebration. What time is it? What time is it?
4:59.
4:59, and you know what? We got 4:59, so we're going to go out on one song, y'all. We're celebrating the vacation, celebrating the wedding, celebrating life, right? So it's only fair that we should celebrate the family reunion. So what we're going to do with this one, we're taking you all out on something that we want everybody to do as you prepare for your family reunion, your class reunions, and just reuniting with someone. This next song is dedicated to everyone who has lost someone. But before we go, we're going to do the air check. Hey, Q, what you got this week, baby?
Check us out on the mix this week, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday. We got a lot
Hold
of
on just a second, son. Hold on just a second. All this dang on energy we done had all for the show. I'm up here sweating like a who? Like a pig that's
Hey, I've been sweating too, Mr.
at the family. Oh, check us out. Like, give us some energy.
Check
Energy.
Kizzy Q on MIC.
Yeah.
I know how I do, man.
Yeah.
Way killer. Check
Yeah.
us out. Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, the Mix Radio Show.
Yeah.
It's hot out here. Make sure you keep your bodies hydrated. If you're working out, make sure you go hard. Don't slack. And if you want to be on the mix, just send us a DM. The Mix Streets 105.1. We got a lot of events coming up this summer. We're going to be doing a lot of moving around. So if you want to stay tapped in on the latest events that we got coming up, be sure to follow us on social media.
Yep.
Look me up, Google, shout out Yahoo News, big sponsors of the show. Type us in the mix. And you'll pop right now. We'll pop.
That's what's up. That's what Flight. What's up, baby? Take us higher. Who you got? What you shouting out, man?
I'm shouting out everybody tuned in right now and every single week, man. Appreciate y'all always on Streets 105.1 them your people in the mix. Man, I just want to, appreciate, just this whole year. The whole year we've been just turning y'all up, man. Y'all just rocking with us. Everybody that's meeting Mr. Gary at different events and telling them about the radio show on Streets 105 and. It's really humbling, and I'm grateful, I'm thankful for this, and we're just gonna keep turning up.
Hey, you all, this is what it's about. The turn up is so real. This is the only reality show on the radio store, and you and your people. It's the Mr. Gary Show. Of course, I'm in the mix. We do this. I got Kids Q holding it down. Check his music out, right? Very, very, very good. Now, you might have to check it out all over social media because he's not going to come on the Nascar stage and do it for you all. But that's on him. We're going to work with the brother, right? Maybe he'll do something to Bomberito Indy 500. Shout out to all of our sponsors, all of our supporters, all of the people that's there with us, Universoul, Circus, Divine 9, Amari, all the families. The Juneteenth celebration is coming up again all over. Check your social media and see where they're celebrating Juneteenth in your life. But don't let it go without telling your family and your friends what Juneteenth is about, what it really, really, really means. So Manhattan, Kansas, I will see you all. I will be there with the sounds of Motown up in there. We are going to be blazing the stage, doing what we do so well. But it's about family, you all. So a shout out to everybody. Try to stay warm in your heart. Let your love just go out and pour out in abundance. All the stuff that you think you own, that you thought that you was on, let that stuff go. Because at the end of the day, you all, it's just stuff. People are dealing with serious issues. And sometimes they just need a smile from you. Sometimes they just need you to show up and be present. Or sometimes they just want you to not pick the phone up, and not just pick the phone up and hold it, not text it. Pick the phone up and call and say, hey, guess what? Like Stevie Wonder said, I just called to say I love you, and I mean it from the heart. Hey, listen, sometimes people don't need you to do nothing. They just need to know that you are in it with them and you got them like they always have you. So this is us. We're signing off. We want you to stay cool. Remind you to always go in St. Louis to cool down St. Louis, Gentry Trotter, and cool down St. Louis. We don't need any senior citizens in their homes saying, I cannot afford to pay this electricity bill. I don't know if you all are checking out the weather in St. Louis and all over. Last night when I flew in, I had a layover in Dallas, and it was like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and it was 94 degrees. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to get home. St. Louis got it going on. We nothing like that. You look at the news forecast today, they say this week is going to be 100, 106. That means dehydrate. Like you said, you got to drink water, you got to drink fluids, and guess what? You don't need to be outside in this heat. So check on these seniors, and when you check on them, you're going to end up seeing it's going to go something just like this. It's the time for us to come together, everybody. I'm sending this out right now to everybody who is going through something, been through something, someone who wishes they had that certain one, that somebody that can help and got them through everything. Just know nobody dies until you stop celebrating. So what we're gonna do, what do you think this song is? For all celebrations, this song right here is for you. It's all about the family reunion. Oh my God. Family reunion, family reunion. While this plays, I want you all to go on, tap in and tell us, who are you celebrating? Family reunion. Kids Q, start us off, baby. What family? What family?
Shout out to Robinsons. Gotta shout out my people, man. Ken Lock.
Ken Lock, baby.
That's where my family from, man. Big supporters. Second Baptist Church, that's where I grew up there.
Wow.
Man. So I gotta show love. Pastor Miller, R.I.P. Man, just shout out the Robinsons, the Ashfords, the Knox, the Simpsons. We got a family reunion coming up too at the end of
Where y'all at? Where y'all at?
Here.
In St. Louis?
Yeah.
With the arch, baby.
Might have Miss G come through, man.
What you mean might have? See, that's what I told y'all.
No, we
got tired of dealing. Why wouldn't I be invited to? I can
You a busy man, Mr.
No, I can be invited to the Nascar. They want me, but you don't even want me, Joe. Y'all ain't gonna have no chicken, no way.
We gonna have
y'all gonna
all
have
the
chicken. Y'all gonna have some pork.
We gonna have.
Cause I ain't come to no family reunion that never got pork. Cause the pig ain't never did nothing to me. Nothing.
Hey,
and I'm bringing the mayor from Belgium, and we gonna see if y'all got some chitlins. Yeah.
Hey, my people know how to throw down.
Oh my God! But y'all gonna have some pork.
Yeah.
Y'all got some pork chops.
Yep. Pork
chops. Okay,
chops.
good. Keep it real. What's up, Flight? What y'all got? Who you got? What family you shouting out, baby?
I want to shout out to the Price family, the Scales family,
the
Washington family. We actually just, sadly, we just lost a great woman in the family. Aunt Jeannie, man. Aunt Jeannie, she was a lovely woman. I love Aunt Jeannie. She was just the mode of the family, really, you know. So, you know, rest in peace to her.
Yeah.
Sending my love to all the Scales family and the Washington family.
Man.
In this sad time. So,
yeah.
Rest in peace to Aunt Jeannie.
Yeah, but guess what? Let's make it a good time. Because again, they don't die till you stop celebrating. Sometimes people die and the only thing you got is just their obituary sitting around the house. If you love them like you say you love them, you're supposed to have some pictures of them. You're supposed to have a situation so when you walk back, you can say, hey, grandma, what's up? Hey, brother, what's up? So that they know that that's what it is. And hopefully you're loving on them. That's it. Yes, sir.
Real quick, man. Earlier this week, unfortunately, I lost a classmate of mine. So I just want to send my condolences to the Lots family. RP to my friend Asia Lots. I've known her since like the 7th grade.
Okay.
We went to high school together and everything too. But I just wanted to share my love on the airways to the Watt family, let y'all know that my condolences and prayers are sent to you all. And may God be with you all, man. Much love.
Man, this is what it's all about, you all. You all heard? Let me let you all hear just a little of this. I want y'all right now to tap in and let us know who you celebrating, who you remember. But somebody not gonna be at the family reunion this year because they can't make it. Somebody you didn't call to say that they need a ride, but here you come showing up by yourself. You showing up with the funeral, talking about, I don't know what happened with them. I told them what time they was leaving. Take time to make time. Show a little love to your family. Because no need to get in front of the casket crying and hollering, right? Because you didn't take time to make time while they were here. So we send a shout out to everybody who lost somebody during COVID. COVID took a lot of them up out of here. And guess what? They won't be able to be at the family reunion. You need to be there for them, right? I'm sending a shout out right now to everybody who ever sat on a porch at 5061 Maple. 5061 Maple, right off Kings Highway. The family home, the Boyd home, where we celebrated, we gathered for all of the holidays and gathered whenever somebody died, because the funeral cars, I said that they call them the funeral cars, will come pick everybody up. I was in the airport last night and I saw the lady and she said, I watch your show all the time, Mr. Gary. I said, well, bless your heart. I said, well, what's your name? And she said what her name was, but the last name was Boyd. I said, Boyd? I said, really? She said, yeah. I said, oh. I said, well, where are you from? She said, baby, I'm from some little town that you probably never heard nothing about. It's in Mississippi. A little town in Mississippi. I said, what's the name of it? She said, Starksville. I said, Starksville, Mississippi? She said, yeah. I said, my family's from Starksville, Mississippi. Yes, sir. And she said, well, what's going on? And she told me that her husband was LC. I said, my daddy was LD, Lindell. My grandmother was Sadie. She said, don't you tell me Johnny Boyd was your grandfather. She said, that is my dad's brother, right there. I said, so you've been talking about your people all the time and you ain't know I was really your people? You gotta remember, that's what the movement is all about. Yesterday, so many people from the family reunion of the class of 82 for Gretchen Smith. Oh, hell, y'all. I said I wasn't gonna say the name. Shout out, Gret, I said it. Gretchen and her, the Smith family with Miss Lottie Mae. Miss Lottie Mae got her flowers, and yesterday, as a class, as a family reunion, we celebrated her. We did what you all need to do. Celebrate your people, but celebrate them while they're here too, you all. Continue the celebration. This is it. Let's see what the OJs is talking about right now. What they got? Let's go. Celebrate, it's all about the celebration. The celebration is so real because it's celebrating you, and of course you. Sometimes you got to just encourage yourself, people. So raise your hand. Raise your right hand. Now raise your left hand. Put your hand on your heart and just say, I am celebrating me. Sometimes you got to celebrate yourself. Don't wait for nobody else to celebrate you. Don't wait for nobody to tell you you look good. Don't wait for nobody to tell you you're doing good. As we have celebrated today, you all see we have celebrated life. We have celebrated the wedding. We celebrated vacationing. We celebrate the family reunion. And so now, as we get ready for next week, baby, we get ready for Juneteenth celebration. We're celebrating our ancestors because without them, we could not be here. There's no way I can ever do anything without celebrating the Booth family. B-O-O-T-H with the E, baby. So a shout out to my mom who's always listening, Emma Jean. A shout out to my brother, Alex, Lynn, Denise, Shavella. But most of all, a shout out to all of my ancestors that are no longer here to celebrate. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna celebrate with them. And you know what's so good about my celebration? Can I tell y'all? Guess what? Guess whose birthday is on Friday? Woo! I'm a Gemini, so actually it's Friday and Saturday, right? And guess what? Then it's Father's Day, I'm a godfather. And guess what? Then it's Juneteenth Day. So I'm finna celebrate, I'm finna smile, I'm ready to party like it's 1982. The turn up is real. What do you say? Stevie Wonder said we be jamming until the break of dawn. Turn it up, as we get up, we show out. Have a great week. Happy Juneteenth to you, and of course you. Let's go.